Well, the reason that I built this museum is because I have grandkids, and I wanted to leave something on this earth to, for them to visit, not only to come in and just look around and really put the pictures up and put the information up so they can really read. I have a lot of kids that come in and they send me messages on the VR chat, and they say that they use this for social studies, they use this for studies. They really learn. It's 4 floors. They really
Mhm.
learn a lot about history and what's stuff in the past that happened to our folks, most of the black folks around here, and really to get an understanding of what really went on. Because right now we at a point of no return where they're trying to get rid of all the museums and trying to, rewrite history. But this is our history. It's not saying that it's going to go back to this, but every child, no matter if you're white, black, whatever, need to know history, because history to me is very important, and the kids that's growing up need to know their background history of what went on back in the 50s and 60s and 70s. In the late 1900s, they need to understand that it's people before us that went through a lot to get to where we at now. And that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to build this museum, so it'd be a learning platform for everybody and everybody can just go through and enjoy. Because I always say it's a lot of people that's disabled, and some people can't really go to a real museum. So why
Mhm.
not create a virtual museum that they can go in and they can feel and interact with people to feel like they're really in a real museum. So that's one of the
Mhm.
reasons that I built this.
Mhm. Mhm. It certainly is a real museum. Hi, it's
Hmm.
Simply.
Hey,
Hi.
Simply. Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
Hello. Hi.
Good. Just
I'm
came
on a
over to say
podcast right
hi.
now. I'm
Yeah.
doing a podcast right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can
But
you can
you're
you can
welcome
be in here.
to join us. That's
I just
right.
want to say
This is
hi. That's all.
oh
I ain't seen my brother in a long time.
well, I think
Yeah,
that's
it's one of my
nice.
sisters.
Well, I'd
Yeah.
visited some
Awesome.
museums in Horizon before.
Yes, a few. A few.
Yeah.
This
And
was the first one that I saw that was absolutely amazing. This one here, yeah.
yes.
I was bringing
Yeah.
people over here, throughout the week. I said, "You gotta come see it. You gotta come see it. It's
Hmm.
amazing."
When you
Hmm.
visit this museum, is there an area that you like to gravitate?
Every piece. I have to see every piece. You know, it's just coming from the year I was born. I can relate to a lot of it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like to tell everybody, some pictures that you go up to, I do have audio in some of the pictures. So where the bench is at, you can actually sit down and the pictures
Yes.
will come true. And like, for instance, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. picture
Mhm.
over there, if you go stand over there and the picture will start talking, and it
Mhm.
will give his whole I have a dream speech.
Would you like
Yeah.
to share it with us a little bit and bring us over to
Yeah,
uh this is
he just come
wonderful.
close to it.
That freedom ring from the heightening Alleghanies of
He
Pennsylvania.
just stand right here,
Let freedom
and
ring
then
from
he
the
will start
snow-capped
talking.
Rockies of Colorado.
Yeah.
Let freedom ring from the
This is
perfect white
fantastic
cliffs
the
of
way you've
California.
designed
But
it,
not
not
only
only
that,
using photos and
let
audio,
freedom
but
ring from
also
Stone
Yes.
Mountain of Georgia.
like documentation
Let
straight
freedom
out
ring
of
from Lookout
Wikipedia
Mountain of
as well.
Tennessee.
It's very hard to
Mm-hmm.
Let
argue
freedom ring from every
consensus
hill
of
and
the
molehill of
people's
Mississippi,
voice of
from
peer
every
reviewed
mountainside.
Yes.
um,
Let freedom ring, and
history.
when this
And
happens,
so it's
Mm-hmm.
really great to see the multi
when we allow
layers
freedom
of
ring,
Mm-hmm.
information that
when we
we're
let it
able to
ring from
spend
every
with
village and
this
every hamlet,
historic
from every
content.
state and every
Yes,
city.
because most most of the pictures
We
that I
will be
wanted to
able to
just
speed up that
mostly
day
pop out to
when
people,
all
and I
the
wanted it to be
prostituting
true.
black men and
The
white men,
Underground Railroad,
Jews
I
and
just added
Gentiles,
that like
Protestants and
a month
Catholics
ago.
will be able to join hands
And when you
Oh.
go
singing
down
the
to the
words of the
Underground
gospel
Railroad, it
spiritual.
speaks
Free at
too, and it give you
last,
the whole
free at
history
last,
of the
thank
Underground Railroad, how it
we're free at
started
last.
and how it
Mhm.
ended.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna take you through that too.
I would be completely honored. Thank you for sharing this part with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
You're welcome.
We need
Have
these speeches and stories now more than ever, don't we?
yes, yes, we do. Over there, Malcolm X, he talks too, and he do
Mm.
his whole speech. Each speech is like 20 minutes, so
Mhm.
if people have time to come in and sit and just listen to the speeches, because sometimes a speech can really gravitate you towards it, and it could give you an imagination if you just close your eyes and just listen to the speech. It's put you just like you in front of them and they talking, and you actually there
Mhm.
while they doing
Mhm.
the speech. And it's just amazing to just listen, and sometimes you can get something out of it, and it could just inspire you to go out in the world and do better.
Why Horizon? Do you think that these speeches, i- if we're in VR, do you
Hmm.
believe that perhaps people are able to empathize or let the information permeate their cells in their brains in a more effective way than other forms of
I,
media?
I think so, because in VR, um it's like people attention spans kind of get off a little bit, but when they
Mm-hmm.
in VR, their attention span is just in this world. It's peace and quiet. Like
Mm-hmm.
actually, I bought this headset to get away from the real world and to take a little time out. So when I get on this headset, and just like I'm in the world right now, and it could be nobody in here, and I can really walk and talk. I don't have to worry about nobody coughing, no diseases, anybody sick or anything. You know, COVID was going on,
I
and
hear
this
you.
a lot of the museums was shut down. And when you
Mm-hmm.
have something in VR, you're not really worried about COVID or anything. The only thing you probably get is a dead battery
That's
for your
right. Or a little
headset,
stick
but you can,
drift.
yeah, a little stick drift. But you can come in here, you can still associate with everybody. You can still communicate with different people. And it's just very entertaining when you come into a world like this. Education is one of the keys for me. Like I make a lot of worlds for education, and I actually got a world. It's a behavioral health center too. I have that in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, people use that, and we sit down and we talk. And if you're going through like mental illness or going through anything, we sit down and talk about it. And you know, we try to, you know, we be there for each other. And this museum right here could bring a lot of people together, because it's a lot. It's I had some people come in here and say it's just too much. I have to come back the next day. I only have
Mm-hmm.
so much time to be
Mm-hmm.
on here. It's just so much to see and so much to read. And like you just did an awesome job. You did a beautiful job. And they usually come back and they
Mm-hmm.
finish off from where they was, and they go all the way to the fourth floor. I had one lady message me and said she spent 3 hours in here just reading
Oh, that's so
and looking
great.
at every picture, because she was like, it just reminded me of going to a real museum. And actually the lady is disabled, she can't walk.
Mhm, mhm,
So just virtually walking through here, and actually can go in the museum and just watching and just listen to the pictures come alive. She said it was just a very awesome thing for her. And she
mhm,
actually bought another headset for her daughter can come in here with her. And both of them was in here together just enjoying the museum. And that's one of the real reasons that I put it out. I just
mhm,
love when people, I do it just for people just to enjoy this artwork and enjoy this museum because it's very, very important. As of they trying to take away the textbooks right now, they trying to change history. They trying to make us forget about our history, but it's not going nowhere. It's here to stay. And platforms like this is very important because it's set in here forever. Not saying the VR gonna be forever, but for right now, it's in
Mm-hmm.
here and it's
That's
not
right.
really going nowhere.
It's accessible, it's
It's
public,
accessible.
and no one can refute the historical facts and
Hmm.
documents that you have in this space at a time when we're um, have alternative truths as well
Hmm.
as the censorship and eradication, like
Yes.
what's happening at the. I've been following the George Washington Museum in Philadelphia, and they
Hmm.
already it doesn't have walls,
Yeah.
right? But now they remove the historical documentation of
Yes.
the multiple slaves that the Washington family owned and really kept
Yes.
in, I would say, well, obviously in really nasty terms. And people think that George Washington is quite heroic, but if you follow like the path of the way they pass their slaves from one to another. It's
Hmm.
another way to understand the founding fathers of this country. It's really
Hmm.
um, uh, uh, a really sad story. The way our
Yes.
current, it's already a sad story, and then having our current administration tear down
Yes.
that history and try to
Oh,
subvert it again and again.
I got blocked. I had got a message to take some of the pictures down in here,
Okay.
but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I left them in here. Um, because some people came in here and some people reported some of the pictures in here, and I'm like, how you gonna report it? And this is history. This is not like pictures I'm just putting up or just
Mhm.
made up. All this is
Mhm.
documented.
That's
But
correct. It's
a lot of people had a lot of problems with pictures in here. Especially one of the pictures where they have the slave. It's the picture that the Trump administration had took down out of museums, but I got it in here,
mhm.
and I think it's on I think I got it on the second or the third floor, and it's the picture of the guy with the whips on his back. And it's been all on the news and everything that the administration wanted that picture out of every real museum
Mhm.
in the United States, but I already had that picture up, and somebody reported that picture that it was in here. And I just thought it was kind of crazy because this is my museum.
That's right.
And I'm not taking that picture down because that picture is history. That picture is
That
going to stay up there.
that's
It's
right.
going
And
nowhere.
I'm
Even the
gonna
Emmett
stand
Till,
right next to you. A
yeah, even
hundred
the Emmett
percent.
Till,
Mhm.
pictures.
Yes.
I have his mom talking up there. When you go to his picture, she explained how she had to transfer his body and how she wanted to open casket. She explained the whole thing up
Mhm.
there once you go to his picture and she get to talk.
Mhm.
His mom just died, but
That's what I
yeah,
saw.
his mom just passed away. But his
Okay.
cousins and everybody they still living and they still telling his story for her.
Good.
You know, but they trying to block that too. They trying to block
They
everything.
are trying to.
They tried so hard. But
Well, I have
I'm not gonna
spent
let that
time on
happen.
all fours floors here, but I have not
Hmm.
seen your Underground Railroad
Oh,
exhibit.
okay.
This is new. And
Yes, this
and
new.
I visited, I was here in January
Hmm.
2000 this past year. And I think that it feels as though y- it feels like tighter. Like your exhibit feels even like I don't know if you put all like the black
Oh yeah, I
frames
changed
around.
it.
It feels really solid right now, and so
Yeah,
I
I
feel your
changed things in
updates.
here. Yeah, I did a lot of updates in here with the picture color scheme.
And you
Actually, my
brought
wife,
things like out also.
yeah, and my
Yes.
wife gave me the color schemes, how to paint the museum and everything, and I put that in there. Just changed the floors. The Underground Railroad is new.
All right.
Uh, that's basically it.
Well, I'd love to
We can
experience
go
that
down
with
there.
you. And then
Okay,
yeah, thank you.
we could walk through it. Just
Okay.
walk through the door.
Even Canada, or at least that's what the myth says.
Oh,
In
We
reality,
turn
the
around and
Underground
have the
Rural
big
Railroad was a
train.
secret network which was not run by a single
wow.
organization or person. It was run by both black and white people who tried
And
rescuing
then the
individuals to
man
the far north.
discuss
This system had a well-defined
everything that
structure,
went
and certain
on
people had
in
certain
the
roles,
Underground
whose
Railroad. He
names
give
were
a whole
coded, so
history.
masters and owners
It's
of
a
the
20
property wouldn't be
minutes.
aware of this secret route. It is believed that the Underground Railroad was created
You
shortly before the
have
beginning of the 19th century by
upstairs you have
abolitionists,
Harriet
many of
Tubman.
whom lived in Pennsylvania.
Yes,
Many
I
abolitionists,
had
Yes.
who were
Harriet
people who
Tubman
were enslaved and
upstairs.
escaped on their own,
I
joined
had
the
the
Are there
network.
presidents
One of the most important
upstairs.
roles in this system was the
Um,
agent, who was a person that went to plantations
yeah,
to
no,
try and
mostly
prevent
for
everybody.
enslaved ones escape by
for
telling them that at
Farrakhan
a certain time near the
upstairs.
plantation with a conductor
I put
who was a
him in
guide.
here
Here, the
because
first
he's
issue comes into
history
the
too.
equation. What if no
So
agent
he's
came?
new.
In this case,
right.
they had to escape on their own.
Farrakhan,
But remember, they didn't have
Rosa
any maps, and most
Parks,
of them were illiterate. So without some
all the
outside help, this was
presidents,
very unlikely. But at least they had
they all
songs, as
upstairs.
they were transmitted from generation to generation and contained hints that helped the
There
escapees go
you've
north. So
highlighted
they
so
were
many
something like musical
prominent
maps, lyrics from Follow the Drinking
members of
Gourd,
the
or a
African
guide for people who wanted
American
to escape. And even the title means
story.
Follow the North
And
Star.
hmm
when
So, if the
you
enslaved is
talk about
alone,
them, I
that's
think
kind
of
of the only thing that helps him. He had to
the
leave at night
hundreds
and travel
more
until the sunrise,
voices
rest in the
or
day, and
thousands
again,
more
when night came,
voices
follow the
that
North Star and
are
moss on
still
trees to
yet
go
to
north and hope for the
be
best.
to be
Although going
heard.
alone was not the best
Yes.
option, if one wanted to
How
escape
can
from
museums
bondage, he had
like
to go on his
this
own or wait
help
for an agent to come. But he wouldn't know if somebody would ever try and rescue
facilitate
him. And if somebody came,
those
how could
some
the
of those
enslaved individual
stories
know if the
of
supposed agent was trustworthy?
unknown
All right, now
or
let's imagine
lost
that
to
a true
history
agent came.
or
Now,
stories
what's
today?
next? Generally, agents
It's
usually
basically
pretended to be
just
enslaved to enter
putting your
plantations and tell the
ideas
others the date
together
when they would have to
and
escape.
just
The
putting
perfect
the
time would
word
have been
out
on a
there
clear
that
night on
these
Saturday,
museums
because masters would have to wait
exist.
until Monday morning to
Because a
place
lot
the
of people
announcement in
don't
the
know that
newspaper that one escaped.
museums
The
like
best
this,
season
even
to
in
try and
VR,
escape was late
exist.
fall or early winter,
And
because the
they
longer the
be
nights,
so
the more ground the
surprised to
escapees
even
could
hear
cover.
that a
Groups
museum
couldn't be
like
too
this
big
is
because
even
they could be
around.
easily spotted.
That's right.
After the
Because
meeting
most
point
of
and
the
time were
people
set,
they come
they had
on
to wait,
and
act normally,
they
and when the night came,
just go
leave.
play the
At the
games,
meeting point, they
but
would
they
find a
don't know
conductor.
it's a lot of
They would change their
education in
clothes because
here.
back then a group
That's
of African
correct.
And
American people with dirty clothes
I
would
would
look very
tell a lot of
suspicious.
the
Then the
museums
guide
to
would lead them through
just
the night until the first station, which
mostly
was 10 to 20
just
miles away.
put it out
In case you
there,
didn't realize
make
yet,
pages
each of the
for
roles
it.
involved in the system had
Let
coded names that would have normally
let
been used
people
in the
know that
railroad
it's
system.
it's
The
out here.
cargo or the escapees would wait
Advertise
at
it
a
a lot.
station, which is owned by
And
a
that's one
station
thing that I
master
be
who is the
bad
owner
on.
of the
I
safe house until the next
make a
conductor would
world
come to
and
move
I
the
don't
cargo further
advertise
north.
it as
To
much.
reduce
Oh,
the
me
risk of
too. But I
infiltration,
actually
many
think you've
people
done a really
associated
good
with the
job
Underground
sharing
Railroad
about
knew
this
only
world.
their part of the operation,
I
not the
try.
whole scheme.
It's been
This
hard.
process was repeated many times until the escapees
What
finally
happens
arrived
when
in the
we
free states,
continue down
where
the
they could enjoy
tracks?
freedom and never be
Is
Oh, you
enslaved
just
again.
walk down the
What's
tracks.
that? It's the
It's
year
like different
1850,
pictures
and the
on each
second
side,
Fugitive
and then
Slave
it
Act
take you
passed.
back to the
This
main
basically
museum.
encouraged
Oh,
capturing escapees
please.
and sending them
Let's
back to the
take a
South.
look.
The penalties were
Now,
harsher for
have you
people who
visited
hid
some of the
fugitives,
other
but it also
African
created
American
controversy.
museums
A free
in
African American black man
Horizon?
from the
hmm
North could be
Yeah,
considered an
I
escapee
try to visit
before he could get
everybody
enslaved and be
museum
sent to
and
the
try
South.
to
A Fugitive Slave
give
Act
them a
was
like
previously
and
passed in
tell
1793.
Mm-hmm.
This
everybody
second
about
one made
other
many
museums
escapees
in
go
here.
even further north, to Canada, or how it
Look
was
at that
called by
nice strip you
enslaved
put
individuals in
there.
the South, heaven,
What?
Oh
or the
yeah,
promised
I
land.
I try to
There they
make
could
it
avoid U.S.
lifelike.
jurisdiction, and slavery
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a thing then, although
You know,
racism
to
still
give
existed.
people
Black
a
people who were once
experience of
enslaved
how it
formed
was
communities,
when they was
and many had
down
the right
here
to vote
in the
and the right
Underground
to own
Railroad.
property. All black
This
people could
railroad
earn a
was
living,
actually
get
I
married,
had it
and start
real
a family.
dark in
But the
here
system showed
Mm-hmm.
because I
miners,
tried to
government,
make
and
it
abolitionist
lifelike, but
societies
a
in
lot of
Canada
Right.
people was
managed
picked me
states,
up and they
building a new
said it
life
was
was
too
possible,
dark and they
but for
couldn't
some
see
this
the
wasn't
pictures.
enough. They
So I
wanted
put
Okay.
a
more.
little light
Some
in
became
here so
conductors and
people
went
can
back
see
to
the
Sure.
the South to
pictures.
try and free their
Right.
friends
It
and
wouldn't have
relatives.
been
One of the
this
most
light.
courageous and famous people during these
Yeah,
times
because
was
I was like,
Harriet
well,
Tubman.
they
Between
ain't had no
1850
light.
and
They was in the
1860,
dark running,
Tubman made
and I
19
tried to make
trips
it
from the
life
north to the
light.
south, following the Underground Railroad, and set free hundreds of enslaved people.
But
Slavery
you
was
got to
one of the
do what the
primary
people
causes of
want.
the American Civil War, and both the victory of the Union and the passage of the 13th Amendment in
I think about
1865
how
ended slavery in
heroes
the
like
United
Harriet
States forever.
Tubman
And with it, the
returned
Underground
again
Railroad
and again
became history.
Yeah,
to
to
y-
get the other slaves.
to get more slaves. When
Mm-hmm.
people are
Underground
pushed,
Railroad worked, we first have to know
um,
what caused it, and that is
Mm-hmm.
slavery.
Because a lot of the
pushed
This
to
history
people
spans many
didn't
action.
even.
cultures, nationalities, and
Yes, because a
religions from
lot of the
ancient
people
times and
didn't even know
unfortunately still
that
today.
they was
From all the
free.
enslavement periods
A
Mm-hmm.
throughout
lot of the
history,
slaves didn't
perhaps
know
one
they
is the
was
most
free.
noticeable.
They
The
thought it was,
246 years of
still
slavery in
slave,
the
but they didn't
USA.
know
The starting point of
that
slavery in
slavery
America
was
was in
free now, and
1619
they
when
was
20
free.
enslaved
So
Americans
she
were brought
came to
to the
get
British
them
colony of Virginia.
and to
Over the
bring them
following
back
decades, hundreds of
and let
thousands of
them
people
know
were
that they
sold
was
or kidnapped
free,
from Africa and shipped to 13
So they
that
had
they
colonies,
didn't
many of
have to
which
be
were
already
slaves no
slavery.
more.
had
After the
the
American Revolutionary War, some northern
Emancipation
states abolished
Proclamation
slavery,
had
while the
already
Yeah, they
southern
happened
states
already
had the
had it
when
perfect
she
signed.
was
climate
doing
because the
that
south had a
work.
perfect climate and available
Hmm.
Wow.
land to grow crops like rice,
But a lot of the
sugarcane,
slave
tobacco, and
masters didn't
cotton.
want their
Until
slaves to go
1850, the
nowhere.
balance
They
was
didn't
kept
care if
between the
they
Course.
was
free
free
states
or
and the
not.
slave states.
They wanted
But
them to
after
stay
half of the
working for
19th
them.
century, the situation
And
tilted
so
the
she
balance in
risked her
favor of the Union
life
because these
to
five
go
states
back
joined
and
the
get
U.S.
them and
For the
to
Mm-hmm.
purpose of this
bring them
video, we
back
are going to look at what
so
an
they could be
enslaved
free and
African
they could
American's
live
life was
free.
like in the year of 1850, when the balance was still
But,
maintained.
you still go
Back
through
then,
trials
you
and
didn't have many
tribulations,
choices in life.
even
You could
back
remain on
then,
his
even
owners'
though you was
plantation,
free.
work 6 days a
You
week
really
from
wasn't
sunrise to
free.
sunset, regarding himself to a life of harsh and painful
Right.
labor, barbaric physical
Oftentimes
punishment, and
life
possibly a
in the
broken family as
North
he watched
was
his loved ones be sold
actually
away. Not
like
all enslaved people had the same life, but this is what you
Hmm.
might expect if you remained in
behaviors were
bondage. Or you could try and
criminalized
run away, but escaping
or
was anything
And
for
then
you.
you
people
had to
were
go
So,
through the
there are
treated.
hard
KKK
labor and
too. You
punishments
had
an
to worry
enslaved
about
Mm-hmm.
individual
them.
decides to leave. The
Mm-hmm.
closer he is to the border
Yeah.
between the free
I
states
mean,
and the
I
slave
guess
states, the
we
easier it
can
is. This is
say
why
that
from the
there's more
estimated 100,000 people
freedoms,
who
but
escaped through
that
the Underground
African
Railroad, many of
American
them were from the border states because
uh,
the journey was much shorter and
communities
safer, and it was
are
thought once they
still
arrived north, they were
subject
free.
to
On the other hand, African Americans from
redlining,
the south had way longer journeys
prison,
until the north, and probably
Hmm.
many of them
education to
didn't even
prison
know the free states existed.
pipelines,
As an enslaved
Hmm.
individual, knowing how to
poor,
read or write was a crime.
poor
So, without
um,
any maps, not knowing where to head, escaping alone was
state
very difficult. That being said, this is
like
where the Underground
like
Railroad comes into the story.
services,
As the name says, this route
bad
was made of many underground
like
ghost train stations that
health
led to the far
health
north, even Canada,
services.
or at least that's what the
More
myth says. In
African
reality, it was neither
American
underground nor a
women
railroad, but a secret
die
network
giving
which was not
birth.
run by a single
We have like
organization or
some of the
person. It was
lowest.
run by both black and white
I
people
know in
who
the
tried
city that
rescuing
I'm
individuals
in
to the far
Minneapolis,
north.
we have some
This
of the
system had a well-defined
largest
structure, and certain people had certain
economic
roles, whose names
disparities
were
and
coded,
home
so
ownership
masters and owners of enslaved people wouldn't be
uh,
aware of the
Hmm.
secret route.
divides.
It is believed that the Underground
And
Okay.
Railroad was created
yeah,
shortly before the beginning of the
so
19th century
life
by
in the North
abolitionists, many of whom lived
it
in
was
Pennsylvania.
often
Many abolitionists, or people who
had
were
its own. There
enslaved
was
but
even a
escaped on their own,
lynching
joined the network.
in
One of the
northern
most important roles
Minnesota,
in this system was the
and
Oh,
in
agent,
wow.
who was a person that went to
my
plantations to try and
grandmother
help the
was
enslaved
probably
ones
3
escape by telling them
back
to meet at a
then
certain time near
when
the
that
plantation with a
happened.
conductor who was a
So,
Hmm.
guide.
like
Here, the first issue comes
life in
into
the
the
North
equation.
wasn't
What if no agent
necessarily
came? In this
like,
case, they had to escape on their
oh,
own. But
okay,
remember, they
we
didn't
made
have
it
any
now.
maps, and
Now
most of them were
everything's
illiterate.
good.
So without some outside help,
Yeah.
this was
Often there
very
was
unlikely.
great
But at
peril.
least they had
Oh,
songs.
wow.
As they were
Continued,
transmitted
right?
from generation to
Yeah.
Yeah,
generation,
and we
it
see that
contained
today.
hints that helped the escapees go
Yep.
north. So
Yeah.
they were something
Okay.
like
Let's go back
musical
to the
Okay.
notes.
museum.
Lyrics from Follow the
Okay.
Drinking Gourd are a guide for
You
people
just
who want to
walk back
escape.
through,
And even
then you're
Thank you
back on
for
the first
taking
floor.
me and sharing that important journey.
No problem. No problem. But yeah, that's the museum, and it's open 24/7. Anybody can get on here on their headset, or you can go in on mobile and
Mm-hmm.
just come in the museum and walk around. You know, they can make sure they like and save the world so they could come back. Um,
Is there a particular exhibit within this thoughtful museum that is that means the most to you?
the Emmett Till, that
Okay.
means the most to me. on the second floor.
May
Um,
we go spend
yeah.
some time there together?
Hmm.
After you.
Okay. And I have his
Nice
picture right
stairs.
here. Thank you.
Oh, such a beautiful, beautiful child.
Yeah. And this exhibit right here means everything to me.
But there were
And when you walk
no
up
federal
to it,
laws had
his
been
mom get to
violated.
talking.
I
Consequently,
hear her.
there was no, they could
Hmm.
not take any
And I do have
action
the pictures
on
up
the
there.
case. But then he turned around
Sometimes
and
some
attacked
people
me.
say the pictures scare them,
I
but
became a
I'm like, you shouldn't
communist,
be scared
and
because
I didn't even know what a
this is
communist
him. This
was.
is what they did to him, and this is what his mama wanted everybody to see.
That's right.
What they did to him. That's why
It's
she had an open casket.
it's really important to bear witness and to see it and
Yeah,
not
she didn't want
hide
to
this
hide it.
truth.
Yeah, she didn't want to hide it. She
Mhm.
wanted you to see her pain and the pain that he went through. They beat him up.
They made him unrecognizable. They treated him
Yes.
less than a human um and
And
just
this the lady right there that did it.
oh
Then the
Yeah, I
job
had her picture up
was
too.
how to get that body
And
out
then
of
when she
Mississippi.
died, before she died, she
Anything
gonna say
he
that
told
he
was his right.
didn't even whistle at her.
so she did sort of take
She
accountability.
confessed. Yes, she confessed,
Mhm.
but it was too late because she was on her deathbed.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, that's a um
Now
a
she gotta
life to
explain that to
live.
God.
Yeah, she can explain that to God,
Hmm.
and that there is no kind of excuse or excusing or like
Hmm.
I feel no remorse for the shame she should have felt throughout her life
Hmm.
for her.
Yes. Yep. And
And I'm
this
so
is the
sorry
exhibit
for
right here
Emmett
that I
and the
love.
pain of his mother
Yeah.
and all of his, not only his loved ones, but all black children. I mean, I we think of Trayvon Martin
Yeah.
and having really would have been today's Emmett Till and
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
Amir Rice, Sandra Bland,
Yeah.
Philander
And I want
Castile.
everybody to know that I am gonna add some more pictures in here. I probably do it maybe this Saturday or Sunday. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna expand it a little more and I'm gonna update it with some more pictures in here. Cause I did leave some room in here to add more pictures and I'm gonna do
Mm-hmm.
it. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
add some more pictures up here with up to date stuff that's going on now because it's history that's going on now that needs to be in here too before they try to erase it.
Right. Like I can imagine that there's a real important place for George Floyd here in the museum.
Yeah,
Can we
George
also,
Floyd,
yeah,
Trayvon Martin,
yes.
you know,
Are there some stories of triumph and celebration that are also within this museum that you'd like
uh,
able to share?
uh, nothing but the well, I do have the president's room, and I
Mm-hmm.
celebrate Barack Obama because that
That's
was the
right.
first black president. So I celebrate him in here, and
That was a
celebrate Michelle,
glorious
and
exhibit.
yeah,
Yes.
and celebrate Kamala in here.
Mhm. Mhm.
Personal wise, we in here for me. I did have people from the Smithsonian come in here, and I got recognized for this museum from the Smithsonian.
Good.
Um, and I'm very proud about that.
Excellent.
Um,
From the
you know,
Smithsonian's Black History Museum?
yes,
Good.
yes, they've
I
been in here and
did
they walked
send
through here.
one person a link from there, and I hope she shared
Hmm.
it with others, but I also hope that they found that organically through you and your
Yes,
voice. Good.
yes, they
Good.
did, and I was very proud of that. That was a very important moment for me. Um,
Absolutely.
and just the when I do get online and I do come in here and I have
Mhm.
kids come up to me and they say how much they enjoy and they love the museum. I have older folks come up to me and they say they just this is one of the best museums that they ever went to. They went
Mhm.
to real museums, but
Mhm.
this virtual museum remind them of a real museum, and they just enjoy just being in here and walking around and stuff like that really touch my heart because I put my heart and soul in this museum. This is like one of my I have good worlds in here, but this is my
Mhm.
ultimate world that I spent a lot of time on, a lot of detail, a lot of sweat and tears came in here.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I went in brain overload just trying to get it together because I wanted it. Nothing's perfect, but I wanted it to be almost perfect. I
Mhm.
didn't want to just slop something together. I wanted people to come in here and they look around, they really enjoy it. Like,
Oh, it's
wow, I
pretty
feel like I
perfect,
went to a
Kenny.
real museum.
Yeah, yeah. And a real important museum. May
Yeah.
I ask you,
Hmm.
can you take us to one place in the museum that every visitor should experience?
Uh, Maya Angelou,
Let's go.
and that's on the fourth floor.
All right.
So I had to remember because I ain't been in here in a while because the museum take care of itself. So I
Yes.
had to remember where things at.
I think there's so many stories of triumph within this museum, from
Mm-hmm.
the inventors and the scientists to figure like here Maya Angelou.
Yes.
You
Everybody like
chronicle.
listening to the Maya Angelou
Mhm.
poem when you walk up to the picture. Then she started reciting her poem, one of her famous poems. And everybody loved that, especially a lot of the women, they love that. And I'm very proud of that because I read a lot of her books and a lot
Mhm.
of her poems. Uh, this
Is it
floor right
when
here is special.
the caged bird sings poem, or
Yes.
yes?
The
Okay.
cage bird sing, you know, uh, on the pulse of the morning poem.
Mhm.
I love that poem of her. And just the way she really inspire
Out
a
of
lot
the
of
huts of
people
history's
and
shame I
inspire people
rise.
to
Up from
really
a past rooted in pain I rise.
really get in their
A black
mind and
ocean
really think
leaping
about
and
things. I
wide,
think that's very
welling and swelling and
inspirational.
bearing in the tide.
She was a very
Leaving
inspirational
behind nights
poet.
of
Mhm.
terror and fear I
Hmm.
rise.
She has inspired me as well.
Yes. And
Mhm.
actually this floor right here, this whole fourth floor on this side and the right side and the left side is very important to me because there's a lot of prominent figures in here and then it's the presidents over here.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then I have over there, you see a picture of the four black girls when they bombed the church, the ones that died. And that's very special to me because a lot of people don't talk about that. They don't talk about that in the history books too much. That was a part of Selma, and they don't really speak on it that much because they trying to
No.
wash it out, but it's in there. And you
Right?
can read all about it. Hmm.
Well, I mean, there was the bombing in Oklahoma. There was a bombing, what,
Yes.
like 10 years ago or so, in a church
Hmm.
in I want to say like, yeah, it was in like Mississippi or somewhere
Yeah,
my
the
friend's
Mississippi
church.
bombing.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. Like it happened then, but it's still happening today.
Yeah, it's still
And
happening today.
yeah.
And we have to be real careful right now because of what's going on with the Iran war.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
it's a lot of people that's already in this country. I forgot what they call those people that just be ready to blow themselves up in
That's right.
any building or anything, for their
Mhm.
country. because
Mhm.
they don't like America. But they here already and they like to carry out their mission. So,
Mhm.
even if you're
Mhm.
in a public space, you got to be careful.
That's right. That's right. I mean, they say really even just I mean, on an average night in our nation's capital, the
Mhm.
violence and the gun violence, the fentanyl, all
Yes.
kinds of things that are really, I believe, created as constructs to
Yeah.
damage diverse communities.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, uh, uh, it's it's systemic throughout every structural part of our United States. I mean,
Yes.
the Constitution really was created for some white men.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't include everybody, and so
Yeah.
like the foundations were to just some guy working at a job today feels
Mhm.
the same structural inequity that our government's founded on. And so
Mhm.
I believe that stories like this can really help break the chain of
Yeah.
inequities. And so I don't want to keep you
Yes.
too long, but I really honor and thank you for
Oh, I
your
thank you for
passion,
this
your
time.
dedication, and um, uh, like I feel like it's so important.
Yes. And I thank you for having the courage to come to everybody and just highlight our worlds. Stuff like this shouldn't be neglected or forgotten. This is very important. Like I said, this is very educational for everybody, and I want to give you your flowers and thank you for the things that you do on VR and in real life. Just highlighting us, the little people. It
Well,
make us feel so special.
the thing is, you're a big person to me. You are important when we create worlds, museums, spaces to share, and they're
Yeah.
created of, by, for all. Then we're
Yes.
able to stand together, rise together, and not
Yes.
no one is bigger or smaller than anybody else. We're
Yes.
changing that.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
I truly I'm here to stand next to you and behind you, and
Thank
that's
you. Thank
it.
you. I feel the
So
same way.
thank you. You shared a little bit about what's next for the museum, but if your museum could reach one person anywhere in the world,
Hmm.
who would you hope that person is?
I would hope it be somebody that really don't understand their history or where they come from. Um, I want people to understand how important these figures are in here. Every figure on this walls in this museum is very important. And these are figures that helped us get to where we are right now. And I
Mhm.
want people to really understand that. And I want everybody in the whole world that can log in on a headset or on their phone can log in and just take the time to come to the museum and experience everything that's in here because it's very important. There's a lot of history in here. Um, get you some popcorn, some water, because it's a lot of things in here to read. And if you a person that loves social studies, that love history, you come in here, you will have a ball. Even I had some people take trips in here, do field trips,
Mhm.
and they get a lot of people together to come in here with them, and they just go through all the pictures,
Mhm.
in a group, and they actually talk about the pictures. They have conversations in here about the pictures and what they read. And it's just amazing of how VR has grown and how VR can put people all over the world together. It's just very amazing to me, and I'm just glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad to have something in here that really educate people and can get people thinking a
Mhm.
different way from what they really be thinking about. And it's just a escape. If you want to escape the world a little bit, you can just come into VR and go in anybody world. It don't actually have to be my world. It could be anybody world. You could just go in and just learn. And it's just very amazing to me. And I would hope people would just come in my world and just have a great time and come back and visit. And, things change all the time. I put new stuff in here all the time. So I always try to keep the museum fresh, and I always try to keep it new. So when you come in here, you'll be like, "Oh, I ain't never seen that. I gotta come back in here because there's some more stuff in here. It's updated."
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, I will love people to just come, um, just to experience it. Just even if you experience it once, it could be a experience that you never had before, and that's what I will put out for somebody to come around the world, anywhere in the world, and just come experience it at least once.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
W- You might have kind of answered, but I really want to ask you this clearly.
hmm
Why is it important that African American history has a place in virtual worlds?
Because they're trying to get rid of all the history in the
Mhm.
real world. They're trying to get rid of textbooks. They trying to defame us. They trying to get away from history. They trying to rewrite history. This history in here now can't be written. It can't be rewritten. You can't falsify falsify anything. This is in history, and for it to be in VR is real important because it can't go nowhere. It's on the internet. It's in here, and that's one of the main reasons why this African American History Museum is in VR. So these pictures, this information will stay in here forever. As long as Horizon Worlds is open and gone nowhere, this not going nowhere. It's still gonna be here. And you can
Mhm.
always come in here and visit. And I think a VR world is very important because it can reach all over the world.